The price of Terra Luna Classic just dropped almost 20%. Let's talk about what just happened and what we need to know. When we look at the price of Terra Luna Classic over the past 24 hours, you can see that we are down almost 12%. And when we actually take a look at the market cap of Terra Luna Classic, we were on the edge of $1 billion market cap. Now we're down to $900 million. However, the 24-hour trading volume for Terra Luna Classic has spiked up dramatically. Just the other day, we were at almost $50 million of trading volume. And so now our 24-hour trading volume for today, this is almost 4x what we saw the other day. Because you might be wondering, what the heck has been going on with Terra Luna Classic? Well, first we saw the price of Terra Luna Classic spike up. We went up close to 10% off of the excitement around the Binance burns coming very soon and the version 1.1.0 upgrade that also came out. And so people were excited. The price went up. Price kind of pulled back a little bit. Binance burns came out. We saw about a 2% price pump up after that. Then price came back down. Then we have a massive red candle here. Price of Terra Luna Classic, roughly around 24%. And this occurred within two of these 30-minute candles. So within 1 hour, the price of Terra Luna Classic went down about 25%. Now, since that massive spike down, we have recovered a little bit. We're sitting at about -10, -11% like we saw earlier. So we're definitely starting to make our way going back up, but it's still a dramatic movement down from what we saw earlier, because the total swing from the top of what we saw earlier to right now, just about 24 hours, about 15% decline from the peak over the past 24 hours. Okay, so what is going on with Terra Luna Classic that caused this massive movement in price? Well, if we look at the overall crypto market, everything is down really bad. And if you look at this graph right up over here behind me, you guys can see all these different graphs for different cryptocurrencies that look very similar. You have a very sharp drop off. And what ended up happening is someone ended up liquidating a ton of Bitcoin and just absolutely collapsed the entire market. When we take to Twitter, we can see that some people are posting that 54,000 Bitcoin ended up getting liquidated basically all at once, which is what caused this massive price movement down for the overall market. And so when we look at Terra Luna Classic specifically here for a second, with version 1.1.0 upgrade, the network was halted. And that was expected to happen. That was mentioned in the proposal, but it did last a lot longer than expected. People were kind of hoping we could get the Terra Luna Classic network up and going within about an hour. However, it took a lot longer than that. You can see the Binance Terra Luna Classic burns came in. Our total Terra Luna Classic burns over 48 billion Terra Luna Classic, and our average daily Terra Luna Classic burn rate has spiked up from about 115 million up to over 190 million Terra Luna Classic average every single day because of this one massive Binance burn that was roughly 8.9 billion Terra Luna Classic. Now, the problem with this is that a lot of people were expecting to see over 10 billion Terra Luna Classic burned. And so we came on short of that. We came in at about 8.9 billion. And so you combine these different factors. You have this massive sell-off in Bitcoin and the rest of the market that causes all altcoin prices to drop dramatically. You also have, for example, the Terra Luna Classic issues with the Binance burns coming in lower than what people expected, as well as the upgrade taking longer than people expected. This was somewhat some negative news that came out, which is why Terra Luna Classic has been hit so hard the past day. However, it's important in these bad situations to look to the good news. Binance just burned 8.8 billion Terra Luna Classic, which represents hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Terra Luna Classic. We also just had this critical update for the Terra Luna Classic ecosystem. And while yes, it did take a couple hours longer to get implemented, this is going to lay the framework for Terra Luna Classic for the next couple months. And so, hey, in my opinion, a little bit of uncertainty over a couple hours to be able to get months of benefit, I think that's a worthy trade-off in my opinion here. And if you guys want to learn what that potential could be for Terra Luna Classic over the coming months, check out this video up here, and I'll catch you on the next one.